Bringing sense to the issue for better discussion. Seku Sherry coming to talk.
Seku Sherry say,
Liberia, let's go to Liberia. Get it Bringing sense.
Good evening, folks, and welcome to the program Issues of Today, right here on Voice of Liberia. And it feels good to return here this evening to do the people's job. This is what we've got to do for our country, Liberia. No matter what the issues are, no matter the challenges, no matter what the threats are, it is always good to return to do the people's job right here on Voice of Liberia 104.1, coming to you live from Capital Bypass in Monrovia. And this is the edition you don't want to miss. You want to invite someone else to listen? As a matter of fact, we're going to be digging deep into lots of issues on today's edition of the program, Issues of Today, right here on Voice of Liberia. My name is Sekou Sharif. And we've returned to do the people's job, no matter what the issues are. The very same people you talk to today, the very same people you see as your friends, the very same people that you think they are the ones to make you to think the way you think or feel in life. Believe in me, at times they are the ones that are undermining you. Keep focused. Do what is right. Keep pushing. Because no matter what you do in life, there will always be critics. They will say all the worst thing they've got to say about you. But you need to keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. Good evening, folks. Welcome to the show, Issues of Today, right here on Voice of Liberia. Tonight, we've converged to do the people's job, and we're going to be here up to 9 o'clock. And we have too many things for you on today's edition of the program. But let me use this time to say a get well treat for my co-pilot in person of Emmanuel Davids. Unfortunately, today, Emmanuel Davids will not be here with us. I'm going to be the lonely soldier. I'm the lonely soldier today, so we're going to be here up to 9 o'clock. and you don't want to miss it. Yeah, you don't want to miss today's edition. Invite someone to listen and tell them that we are on the radio and we are about to discuss the issues. No, we are about to discuss the issues that matter. Okay, folks, too many things happen in Liberia. Too many of them. And some of you will say some of them are good, some of them are bad. And mind you, we're moving towards the elections. And so you will have lots of political issues taking place in Liberia. And you will have the politicians are making the political statements. And you will have even some of the people going to be using that time to enrich themselves at the detriment of the Liberian people. So what is it we've got for you on today's edition of the program? Shortly, we'll be joining a Liberian journalist from Mangibi County in person of Yawa Jave. Yawa Jave of recent uncovered a story that gained the attention or took the attention of the U.S. Embassy near Monrovia about alleged corruption. Audio was being, digged out by Yawa Jave. And I'm told he's living in fear. There are a lot of threats coming to him. There are lots of things happening. And so we're going to talk to Yawa tonight to know how things are with him, what the president of Liberia is doing about this thing, and what the government itself is doing. I think journalists that will uncover things are to be protected, and so as to help the government about some of the things that are happening in the country. Now, all the places they will be at a time. So we will talk to Yawa Jave tonight so he can tell us about his current condition. Mind you, over the weekend, we witnessed the induction, or should I say support, for the re-elections of His Excellency President George Weah by Muslim women. That was a very grand program held at the Ministerial Complex somewhere in Painesville. The women came up, and it was a very colorful event. I watched it. I did not attend it, but I watched it. And it was a very colorful event. You could see, I think they brought in a musician. So we'll talk about it a little bit. We'll also talk about, during the weekend on Sunday, I saw most of the journalists, some people, they were posting, and they were talking about their visitation to the church of Senator Prince Johnson, thinking that he could say something, against the president. But unfortunately, he said, sorry to the people that will feel, disappointed, but the issue has been settled. We'll also talk about upcoming peaceful march on Thursday of this week. We are speaking out to you. We'll take time to talk about it. We'll be calling on your indulgence so that you can join us. Yes, Rachel. So that you can join us on Thursday as early as 7. We are making arrangements for some of you that are far to reach areas. We'll provide transportation to pick you up from some of the areas coming to Monrovia. And we're going to converge on Thursday at the headquarters of Voice of Liberia, right before there. And then we'll have a peaceful march. This is not about politics, but we're going to be going to the Liberia National Police. And we've written them. We yet to receive call from them about the threats from Ali Kobasi. And so we'll be going there on Thursday. And luckily for us, we'll also extend the work to the legislature as to officially complain, and so that our life, if anything happens to us, Ali Kobasi should be responsible, right? This is a country of law, and we test the justice system of our country to know if Ali Kobasi is above the law. We thought we could have received a call from the police. We've not received a call, even though we've written them. So we're calling on you, Liberians. It is about time we all encourage and support foreigners to do business in our country. But foreigners cannot be intimidating and threatening the life of a Liberian that has done nothing to them. And after that, we go for our international update. Speaking with our international correspondents from around the world, we're going to bring you the happenings from across the world on the program. And that issue will take us up to 7. And at 7 o'clock tonight, we're going to have a discussion around Good Luck Hardware Center. You know, it is because of Good Luck Hardware Center that our lives are being threatened. And today, we're going to discuss. And every day, we will take 1 hour of our broadcast. What we've uncovered about Good Luck Hardware Center. One of the shareholders is Johnny Babani. His real name is Jitendra Babani. He has 85% share. We're going to be discussing or documenting our possession today. He did bring in country continuing. I want to get the specific date. The 12th of December 2022. And on this documenting our possession, we found out that Johnny Babani defrauded the government of Liberia 100,000 plus. He defrauded the government of Liberia. We have all the supporting documents to the extent they use fake documents to declare some of the things. And we're asking Johnny Babani to use the quote if he feels that what we're saying it is false. I have in my possession more than 200 different containers brought in this country by Good Luck Hardware Center, and most of them, fraudulent things were done. Imagine I'm telling you about a container that was brought in the country, one container and 100,000+ due to the government of Liberia. Johnny Babani will pay. It is some of the reasons why we will come out on Thursday to go and petition the legislature to invite. This is an organized crime. This is an organized crime. And we will explain it to you at 7 o'clock tonight. And that discussion will take us up to 8 o'clock. At 8 o'clock, we will transition to bring you information about a company called Zacon Industrial Engineering Incorporated, owned by one Ali Fouani. Listen, we will use the radio to expose these so-called foreign business owners that are enriching themselves at the detriment of the Liberian people and think that we will sit here and allow them. Yeah, it's a document in my possession for those of you watching that this company has been fined for $54,295.91. And I'll tell you the story. Tonight's edition of the show promises to be great. Fasten your seatbelt, sit and relax, and listen to what our country is going through by Johnny Babani and the likes of Ali. And so tonight, the promises to be great. Let me see my time to go to our international correspondent. So before we go to the international correspondence, let me go to the lines. It is there now. let me go to the lines to talk to Liberian journalist Yawa Jave. Let me go and see as what I can establish a contact. I feel his pain, and it puts me in a point that this is what I'm going through. Now, what I'm saying to you, one of the reasons why we need to go to the legislature, because this thing is a big syndicate. It is a big syndicate. I'm telling you that in 2022, Good Luck Highway Center brought in country more than 200 different contingents. I'm saying it to you. And I will prove facts of all that I will say on this radio. I'm just going to quote one of the many documents in my possession. This document alone, Good Luck Highway defrauded the government of Liberia allegedly 100,000+. Yes, I will explain the story to you people, and I will give you the supporting documents. And I will tell you, sometimes when you want to steal, you can post something, then you indict yourself. It is what that has happened to Good Luck Highway Center. Johnny Babani, you need to be calling your brother Ali to continue to threaten us. Okay, if we cannot have Yawa Jave, we need to move on. Now, before we go to the international correspondence, folks, we've said this to you, that our life has been threatened. We wrote the police. We wrote the Independent Human Rights Commission. We wrote various embassies near Monrovia. Do you know what Ali has done and he continues to do? Now, Ali has shown that there is no law in our country that can make him to answer to his threat against our life. He calls me every day to say the worst things to me. Evidence of what we are about to play. Listen, a recent call he plays to me, I want you people to listen what Ali said to me again. And I said this and I'll say it. Anytime that Ali calls me, I will have him on record. This is about my life. And I'm calling on you Liberians. Come out on Thursday. Let us make the world to understand that our life has been threatened by one individual called himself Ali Kobasi. Listen to this, folks. You need to cut the other thing that is playing. I don't know how you guys waste time with production, right? Folks, sorry for that. We need to have something else being played. So listen to the recent call Ali plays to me.
Oh, Johnny from Good Luck. You're telling me that I bring in landslide. I don't know what it.
I'm hearing you. Go ahead, talk. I'm hearing you.
Yeah. Why are you calling the man to tell him all this one first?
So who are you, by the way? Who are you to this issue I asked him?
I'm the main boss man.
You're the main boss man, right?
And this shit they are doing, I'll fuck with y'all. This nonsense you can be doing, running behind business people for nonsense, to intimidate people or blackmail people for money. You must stop it. I'll call you. My name Ali from BMC. I'm sorry, right here on Capital Bypass. All day you're disturbing business people for fucking money. And I hope you recorded my voice.
So you say you say you will fuck with me, right?
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
It's a threat
Bye.
to me, right?
Yeah, fuck you.
All right.
Bye.
Okay, so now listen. To tell you that Ali has proven that nothing can happen to him, listen to the recent call he plays to me. He has called me many times, but just listen to the recent one he just plays to me, and yet what he said in it.
Who's this? Somebody calling you. Listen.
Who calling me? Who's this?
You might continue doing everything what you want to. I will never and ever shake. That's all I'm telling you. You say that 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month, 1 year, you're doing it, no problem. You're making it popular in town. Everybody knows me now. I don't care. Okay? Let the Liberian people be laughing at you. You see, I'm going to radio station, they may get no news now. Only this story again. Okay? Yeah, continue. I don't care. Thank you very much.
Now, you listen, fellow Liberians. This is a man that threatened my life. And you listen to what he said again, right? Is this not enough for us to come out on Thursday and make this man to understand this is a country of law? When even the police don't want to call us for the threat. Listen, this is a terroristic threat. And we wrote police up to present. Police has not called us yet. Imagine someone threatening your life. You wrote police up to present. Police has not called yet. And you listen to what the man saying now, right? The man said we should continue. So when the laws when the laws will be selective, we need to remind the very laws that no, you don't need to be selective. And it is the reason why you Liberians, you need to stand with us so we can come out on Thursday and march to the police headquarters and go to the legislature and tell them that our lives have been threatened by foreigners. Enough is enough. Do you know how many Liberians are suffering in the hands of these so-called foreigners in our country? The criminals in our country, like the way you got Johnny Babani, and I will continue to deal with Johnny Babani until I expose him and level the people in government to know that this man is stealing. And I will put myself on record. I will be the very first journalist to read the LRA, to read the LACC, or relevant government institutions that I should be questioned for all the things I'm saying on the radio because they get ears but they are not listening. It is because the very same foreigners are saying that the guys are in their pockets and they're proving it to us. You think if we in a Syria area, by now Johnny Babani will be seeing the daylight? They hardcore criminals. And I'll tell you about some of the vehicles that Johnny is using. They are stolen vehicles from the United States. Y'all wait. And I will tell you the businesses that he supplies when he bring in these things and defraud the government of Liberia. And so Liberians, I will take 3 calls. Don't you think it is fair enough for us to have a come out and let us prove? Listen to this spineless man call himself Ali. Imagine this man is telling a journalist that has done nothing to him, that did not reach out to him, I did not ask him about anything. I wrote a message to Johnny because he's involved in his alleged defrauding action of the government of Liberia, which is my government, which is the Liberian people government, which is our government, and it is just fair enough so that we can expose those of the people that will be against the very government that gives them the leverage to operate in this country. Then Ali say, I am supposed to do it. Like to say we're working for Ali, what Ali want that it was supposed to do. I'm calling on you tonight. Enough is enough. If this could be the reason, or this is the reason why we will rise against the foreigners in our country, we need to do it. You cannot come and threaten the life of a Liberian, and no one seems to say anything about it. No one seems to do anything about it. As if to say nothing has happened. But when someone could be killed, then that's the time the very people in the justice system will come and open themselves and say, oh yeah, we said there, we do that. We've written the police. We said terroristic threat up to present. No one can call us. So Johnny now is proving that what he says, that we should continue to talk, that he's not even shaking, that nothing cannot happen to him. But the people of this country, Liberians will speak out on Thursday when we'll converge at the police headquarters and present whatsoever to Patrick Suru and move from there and go to the legislature and make them to understand. And I will present to the legislature. Let me say this. I will present to the legislature hard copies of documents about Johnny. And I will tell them, I will explain to them, this is an organized crime. You have people from LRA that are working with Johnny. You have people from other institutions that involve in continuing issue to be released from the free port of Liberia that are working along with Johnny to defraud the government of Liberia and enrich himself at the detriment of the Liberian people. Let's go to the lines and listen to Liberians. Thursday, we need to see you, fellow Liberians. We'll tell you where vehicles will be parked. Thursday, we need to see you right on Capitol Bypass. We're not saying to go to his place. No. Nobody should go to Ali place. No. Do not insult Ali. Do not do anything to Ali. We will march on Thursday morning and we'll march to the Liberia National Police Headquarters and submit whatsoever we'll submit to Patrick Suru and move from there and go to the legislature and speak to our direct representatives. We put them there. They need to listen to us. 0770-907-907, 0770-907-907, 0880-907-907. Enough is enough. Enough is enough, Liberians. We cannot be in our own country and be treated this way we are treated. When you have Ali is threatening a Liberian. Good evening.
Hello, Segu.
Good evening. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Brother Segu, for the show. Thank you for your hard work for our country. Thank you very much. You know, those are the things that people are doing around here, and we have people around, they are backing those people. Can you imagine the recording that you just played? I listened to the recording. I feel so disappointed about our people. If foreigners can start to be threatening our own Liberians. So where are we going? So, Brother Segu, God will do it. I mean, I want to do anything to you, and we are following on our records and.
We need to come up Thursday. Thursday, we need to come up.
We will be with you. We will be with you. Thursday, we're going to come here our numbers so that we can sound warning to this man that he is not any other person that should be threatening the life of Liberian citizens. So thank you very much.
Thank you, my brother. We'll take another person. Good evening.
Good evening, Sheku.
Good evening. Let's hear you.
Oh, my name is Isaac Godson Weir. I call you from West Point. I'm a Jusu Taylor Shah. Thank you ever so much, Sheku. I think, I'm sorry for the choice of my word, but I think the nonsense has to stop in our country, Sheku. I can recently show you Thursday. I'm coming along with some of my friends.
Yes.
The issue of leveling, breaking down, government is in their pocket. The nonsense cannot happen to Ghana.
You can't do it there.
They can do it there.
You will take your investment and carry it with you.
The problem here is that because our government officials have reduced themselves to the people, going to their stores and begging. So whenever something is happening, for the put their citizens first, they won't do it.
Okay. Thank you. Let me take another person here. I'm going to take two more calls. I go to the international correspondents.
Yes. Good evening, Sekou.
Good evening. Let's hear you.
Yeah, my name is Sanu Binga. I call from the FE.
Okay.
You know, Sekou, when I hear the clip, although I don't hear everything, but the latter part, actually, I mean, this very government, they are in those foreigner pockets. And this nonsense, Sekou, it really has to stop.
Yes, we need to come on Thursday.
I normally don't call, on this kind of show, I just listen. But it's very bad for our country. You see, it's very bad. They only want to hear a news that, this person is there, then they want to come show themselves. It is that is wickedness. We as Liberians, we should not be giving people privilege in our country. To just say anything they want to say, to do anything they want to do, and that goes scot-free. This nonsense, it must stop.
Thank you, my brother. Let's take another person. Hello.
Good evening, Sekou.
Good evening. Let's hear you.
This is Philip F. Campbell. I'm calling from Ogokawe. Sekou, you are too important to us in this country for someone to just foolish person who was just come and threaten your life. Let me go to blame those guys. I blame the Inspector General of Police. Because your own citizen, they will be in India, they will not take serious action against that guy. And they are saying in this country, someone that is having us to disseminate information about our country, someone is threatening that person, and you are saying that, well, let me go to your president, well, do something, because there are some people in this government that they are real this government. But this is a female. Even the one or two is a female. Those guys, they don't know what they're not professional, not realistic. They are not professional. Because you can't say someone that threatening your. Even they could not arrest that fellow. They could invite you and investigate. But they keep you in case someone go kill you now. Go forbid, sir. God forbid. In case someone go harm you. I don't know what they are doing. Thank you so much. You gotta be very careful.
Thank you very much. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, hello. Go ahead.
On Thursday, which time will be there?
Thursday, we need to be here on Capitol Bypass as early as 7. Leave from your house by 6:30 or 6 o'clock. Leave from your house.
Be there Thursday.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We need to come out in our numbers and go to the police and go to the legislature and make them to understand that You know why? What I'm about to disclose and to the Liberian people, these people will come after me. Let me say it. They will come after me. These foreigners will come. They will do everything to come after me. My life is in God's hands. But someone that will come out and threaten me openly, I will let the people know. If they can't do anything, the citizens will come out. We will make the authority to know that the citizens, they want us to do what we continue to do.
Hello.
Good evening.
Yeah, my name is Kuba. I'm calling from Nigutan.
Okay, my brother, go ahead.
Yeah, basically, you know, I to recall that what making me too bad to where I ever found to tell our channel that in this country. It's happening to be a thing now. It is just started to much far.
No, let's just bear it. Plot wait Thursday, I beg you.
Okay, we'll come up there. We'll tell the government that if they can protect, we have to put out in the country.
Sure.
We understand, but we got found no Asian account money out to protect our channel that I feel we have still information. It is the thing is setting far away to where I am.
Okay, brother. Thank you very much. We hold your calls. We will expose one of the many fraudulent actions allegedly by Johnny Babani shortly. Let's go to the international correspondence and bring you what exactly happening around the world. When we come back, we'll give you a real story. Some of you will be shocked tonight to listen to this issue. Let's go to Nigeria, where Naomi Kombenda, we're getting this update from Nigeria that the Department of State Services has invited the spokesperson for the ruling All Progressive Congress presidential campaign on allegations of a coup plot ahead of the February elections. Mind you, this month, Nigeria will be going to elections. Naomi joins us on the line. And Naomi, good evening, and thank you for joining us tonight on the show.
Good evening, Teku.
It feels good to have you. Can you tell us more about this development coming from Nigeria, where the spokesperson for the ruling All Progressive Congress Presidential Campaign Council has been called upon based on allegation of a coup plot ahead of the February elections in the country?
Okay, thank you very much for having me. So news made the round last week that former Minister of Aviation and spokesman for the All Progressive Congress APC Presidential Campaign Council, Femi Fani-Kayode, popularly known as FFK, in a tweet alleged that some top military personnel met with some politicians, including the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Atiku Abubakar, in a bid to scuttle the February 25th general election. He alleged that the meeting may be a part of an agenda to provoke a coup d'etat and establish a new unconstitutional order in Nigeria. And now the military has responded, saying that Nigerians should disregard Femi Kayode's tweet, stressing the armed forces' loyalty to the Constitution.
And Naomi, are there any reasons why the ex-minister made such allegations, or are there indications of such that he made allegation of?
Anger. He said that it's a shame. Yeah, go ahead, please.
I'm asking you, Naomi, are there any reasons? I'm asking you, are there any reasons why the ex-minister made such allegations, or are there indications to prove to some of the allegations he made in Nigeria? Oh, sorry, we experiencing something. We will try to reconnect with our Nigerian correspondent joining us from Nigeria.
So he has been with the DSS since 9 a.m. this morning.
Hello, okay.
Yes, go ahead, Naomi. We're listening to you.
Hello.
Yes, Naomi, go ahead. We're listening to you. Oh, Sorry, we tried to reconnect Naomi Kumbenda there in Nigeria. She's our Nigerian correspondent. Naomi, I was asking you this question. Are there any reasons why the ex-minister made such allegations? Are there indications to prove to some of the things he said in terms of allegations in Nigeria?
So so perhaps if he's done with the DSS, he might just
we spent. Okay, let's let go Naomi. We'll come back to Naomi. Let's go to Sierra Leone to talk to John Wakefield. On the program, we finding it a bit difficult. Mind you, this month Nigeria goes to elections, and we're going to provide you full coverage of the elections in Nigeria, having our correspondents in Nigeria. We'll go to John Wakefield now, where a special investigative committee set up by President Bio to find out the cause of the August 10 riot within the country, described as an insurrection, has released its findings to the government and people of Sierra Leone. So this thing has been making rounds in the country, and you have views coming from different areas. John joins us now from Freetown, Sierra Leone on the program. John, good evening, and thank you for joining us tonight.
Good evening, Seko, and thanks for having me.
John, kindly tell us the formation and responsibility of the investigative team that was formed by the Bio-led administration.
So for over 2 decades, Sierra Leone had not experienced war. You remember we had 11 years of senseless rebel war in our country. So when what President Bio described as insurrection happened on the 10th, they had to set up a team. So the team is made up of all walks of life, journalists, lawyers, civil society, and the likes. So their responsibility is to investigate and find out the cause of that particular insurrection, that before, during, and after. That was a responsibility given to them, knowing that lives were lost and properties were destroyed.
John, so far, so good. What has been their findings since then?
So what will interest you, Seko, is that they have visited few districts in the country, and many of the things that precipitated the war that we had, the level where some of the things again that re-emerged when individuals, like, for example, religious leaders, youth groups, they found out that many people were aggrieved first about the economic situation in the country, and also the redress mechanism was not done properly, and there was information.
Wow,
So the negative vibes were taking place, and all of this precipitated to what they found out.
Some of the findings seem to be issues that caused the 11 years of senseless war in Sierra Leone witnessed by Sierra Leoneans. Is that worrying Sierra Leoneans as the country prepares for elections this year?
It does worry every Sierra Leonean. As I speak to you, international bodies are in the country to ensure that they sign various MOUs, not just with the government of Sierra Leone, but also with political parties, as well as the Political Parties Registration Commission, to ensure that as they are key actors in this election, they will ensure that peace becomes the bedrock and the forecourt of this election. Remember, many of those who perpetrate violence are doing so based on those whom they have regarded as demigods or political demigods. So this is worrying because Sierra Leoneans do not want to reimagine that 11-year war, and they are hoping that peace becomes the bedrock as we face the elections in June.
John, before I leave you from Sierra Leone, when do they expect to finish their investigations in the country?
So for now, they're expected to cover the 16 districts in the country. and they are yet to cover the 16 districts because some of them are challenged financially. But as soon as they are done covering the 16 districts, we are pretty sure that it will be done even before the elections.
Thank you very much, John Wayfield, voice of Liberia, Sierra Leone correspondent, joining us from Freetown, Sierra Leone on the program tonight. I want to say thank you very much. We'll go back to Naomi. We go to Gambia, where an armed robbery attack on the police checkpoint in the North Bank region of the Gambia has left one police officer and 2 civilians severely injured within the country. This has caused, according to report, the police to deploy additional officers within the affected area to ensure, the safety and security of lives and properties within that area. We're going to Gambia, where we're going to speak with the mayor, Amadou Kante, where he's going to tell us more about this issue. He will take us through about what led to such in the Gambia, and what are some of the efforts being put in place about such issue, looking at what has happened to some of the victims and the police officer. Is this something regular within that area? Amadou Kante is a voice of Liberia, Gambian correspondent. He's going to join us from the Gambia tonight to tell us more about this development, and then we'll cross over to someone else on the program tonight. Issues of today is what you're listening to on Voice of Liberia. Amadou joins us now from the Gambia tonight on the program. Amadou, good evening, and thank you for joining us tonight.
Yes, good evening, Sirif, and thank you very much for having me once again.
Tell us more about the incident. Was there any casualty during the attack?
Well, the reported incident happened on Sunday, 4 a.m. in the morning, and according to the police, there were no casualties, but there were injuries sustained by one police officer who was shot on his left hand, and 2 civilians also, both men, also sustained injury in the process, which, according to the police, was really very concerning. And in fact, the community or the people that lived in the affected community have also raised concern, and the police deployed more personnel on the ground to make sure that peace and stability is maintained in the area. So relatively, there was no casualty, but there were injuries that were sustained by one of the police officers on duty and 2 civilians as well.
How often do such an attack against police happen in the Gambia?
Well, I can say it's not a very often thing to happen in the Gambia. Usually, what do happen is people ordinarily have been attacked in their homes or at open places, or sometimes when they are out at night. Of course, crimes have been somehow increasing in the Gambia in recent times, which Gambians have been very much concerned about. But to attack a police, especially who are on duty, it's very unusual in the Gambia. So this came as a very big surprise, especially to the people in Fas Njagachoy, where the incident happened, because this, the alleged attackers came in 2 groups, and one of the group attacked the police checkpoint, whilst the others went in town and attacked people and ran away with a whole lot of money. So it is really something that is very, very surprising and shocking as well, because usually police who are on duty in particular are never attacked. So it's not something usual here in the Gambia, by the way.
Now, Amadou, bring us to speed on the state of security in the Gambia.
As I just hinted earlier on, that apparently, as we speak, crimes are on the rise in Gambia in some quarters, especially, in young people engaged in drugs-related issues and all that. And homicide cases also has been reported recently in some areas within the Greater Banjul area. And in the remote part of the country also, some robbery cases also have been occasionally also been reported in the Gambia. So generally, this state of security in the Gambia is more or less a concern now. It's becoming for the citizenry. Of course, the Gambia police force has been on their feet to make sure that sanity is maintained, because Gambia is known for its peaceful tranquility, and it is in fact known as the smiling coast of Africa. So that smiling face for every Gambian need to be maintained combat measures. So the police are not relenting their efforts to make sure that peace and stability reigns in the country as it is known. You may also probably want to know, because Gambia now we are in a new dispensation, and people, sometimes we say is people want to take advantage of the new democracy to do certain things, because the human rights activists would always want to make sure that due processes are followed and people's rights have been respected, and others but believe these are some of the reasons why some people want to capitalize and do certain things which are not in the interest of the nation. But I think, as things are going, certain measures need to be taken to make sure that the crimes that are happening in the Gambia are addressed as soon as possible.
Thank you very much, Amadou Kante from the Gambia. We wish you all the best. Have a nice night in the Gambia.
Thank you, Stephen, and same wishes to you and your listeners right now in Liberia. Thanks for having me once again.
Thank you very much, Amadou Kante. Hope very soon we will have Voice of Liberia in the Gambia and that of Sierra Leone, where the people of Gambia, Sierra Leone, will be listening to what's happening from Liberia. We'll go to Lesotho to speak with our correspondent in Lesotho. Poloko is our correspondent in Lesotho. There's this development coming from Lesotho that the Southern African Development Community has launched a renewed push for the completion of the much-delayed multi-sector reforms to foster lasting peace and stability in Lesotho. In terms of peace, what it is like in the country, Poloko from Lesotho joins us on the program. Let me say good evening to you, Poloko. Thank you for joining us tonight on the show.
Thank you very much for having me.
Okay, it feels good to have you tonight. What was the key message delivered by the panel of elders in the country today?
Oh, thank you. Like you mentioned that the Southern African Development Community in 2016 made recommendation that Lesotho should implement reforms. The reforms were in security, judiciary, and media reform. This was after Lesotho has experienced in political instability in 2014. So in 2016, SADC made recommendation. Therefore, the panel of elders had come back to remind the new government.
Oh, Poloko, let's reconnect.
In October last year, that they still need to implement government field.
Too bad. Oh, we want to apologize, but this is beyond our control. Yeah, let's be honest too. Yeah, Poloko, we need to let go Poloko and get him back in the system so we can continue on the process here. We'll go back to Nigeria. I know most of you want to know about this issue happening in Nigeria. As the move towards elections, tensions are building in the country, and we hope and pray that they have free, fair, transparent, and a smooth elections in Nigeria. But Watch Up will give you all the details of what's happening in Nigeria in terms of elections and other activities. But let's go back to Lesotho to talk to Poloko to fill us in. Okay, manager, thank you. Let me go back to Poloko. They're in Lesotho. We come back and then Poloko, you've rejoined us. I want to say thank you. You were saying something. You can just continue with it. Too bad.
So I was saying the panel of elders had come back to alert the new government that they should continue implementing the reforms that the previous government had failed to implement. So this was more like a reminder meeting.
Who are some of the key stakeholders that met in the meeting today?
They met with the head of government, who is the prime minister, and then the minister of foreign affairs, opposition parties, the speaker of parliament, and also civil society organizations who continue to play a major role in the reforms process.
What is the government's stance on the reforms, by the way, in the country looking at peace?
Okay. Although the government had promised that it would implement the reforms the reforms within 60 days in office, in over 100 days, and it has not made any implementation. So they have promised that they would implement. They told the panel of elders that they will implement them very soon. However, it is still unlikely to be seen because most of the reforms are going to clip off the most of the powers of the prime minister. So they seem reluctant to implement them because of that.
Thank you very much, Poloko, for joining us tonight from Lesotho on the program Issues of Today. We go to Nigeria to conclude with Naomi Kombenda on the issue about the Department of State Services. They've invited a spokesperson for the ruling All Progressive Congress Presidential Campaign Council. And Naomi rejoins us on the program. Naomi, I think this is much better.
Hello.
Yeah, thank you for rejoining us, Naomi. We were asking you about this issue that has to do with the Department of State Services inviting spokesperson for the ruling All Progressive Congress Presidential Campaign Council over allegations of a coup plot ahead of the February election in the country. Can you tell us more about this development, Naomi?
Okay, thank you very much, Sekou, for having me. Now, news made rounds last week that former Minister of Aviation and spokesperson for the All Progressive Congress Campaign Council, Fani Kayode, popularly known as FFK, in a tweet alleged that some top army personnel and some politicians, including the presidential candidate of the PDP, that's Atiku Abubakar, had a meeting in an attempt to scatter the 2023 general elections. Now, he alleged that the meeting may be a plot of an agenda to provoke a coup d'etat and establish a new unconstitutional order in Nigeria.
Are there any reasons why the ex-minister made such allegations, or are indications he must have been able to see that push him to make such an allegation?
Well, he's a politician and he has been with the DSS since 9 a.m. this morning up till now as we speak. So maybe when he's scrutinized to his speculations, but so far there are no indications for a coup. There is so much hardship in the country already, and I don't think anybody's been planning any coup.
What are the reactions coming from Nigerians, by the way, in the country?
Have taken to social media handles. Some have gone emotional, some have gone political. Besides, perhaps there might be a coup, something that Fani Kayode must have gotten wind of. But who knows until Fani Kayode comes out himself to let us know what made him say what he said.
Thank you, Naomi, for joining us tonight on the show. Wish you all the best. I know you're having yourself a great time in Nigeria. Tonight, say hi to all of our friends in Nigeria. Okay, Naomi left us now. Okay. Okay, we've come back to Liberia. I want to say thank you to all of our international correspondents. This is what we do. Only Voice of Liberia will bring you international updates. And pretty soon, if all goes well, Voice of Liberia will officially open in Sierra Leone and that of the Gambia. Yes, we are working behind. So, okay. Want to say thank you. Yeah, it's good to be an investigative journalist. Want to say thank you, folks. And you listen to our international correspondents, and they gave us their reports, what's happening in their countries, and we all need to hold it as it is. Okay. We have something new. And So, you know, when we come on the radio, we don't come and talk because we want to talk. We come with things that we know best and things that we investigate. We have a document here where Good Luck Hardware Center. Let me take my time. Good Work Hardware Center that we were threatened for by Ali brought in a continuing with a bill of lending MEDUZB 873152. We have the entire document. We have the invoice that was produced in Liberia and the packing list in our possession. We have the quote-unquote RPD from the Commerce Ministry. We have the METEX document in our possession. That you have the CRF. And then the declaration to customs that was done. We have it. And we have the document where customs assessed it and went ahead and built Good Luck Hardware Center. But let me tell you what used to happen that a bit used to help maybe the system. When you are Beaver, they used to do the pre-shipment inspection, meaning when you inform whatsoever authorities in Liberia about what you bring in the country on the continent, the country in which it is, they will do pre-shipment inspection to have a collaborate. But now, since METEX took over, that process is no longer. What they do, the bill of lending is sent directly to the Asakuda. So in that process, you have LRA should send their assigned examiners to check whatsoever. But this container in which we're talking about, it came on mass line. This container in which we're about to talk about, or this consignment, or how do you call it, came on mass line. Folks, sorry, I need to take my time because I want you people to understand it and understand it well. So this is the invoice that was submitted to the Commerce Ministry. I was sent to the Commerce Ministry, you know, the invoice and the packing list, and you send it to the Commerce Ministry. And on this invoice, in my possession, it said LK International Limited. LK International Limited. And also on the packing list, you have the CLK International Limited. That means it is this company in which that Good Luck Hardware Center bought their goods, the LED TV. So this is it, right? And when I was trying to verify and I tried to see the bill of lending, to compare the bill of lending here and that of the one on the, let me get it right, on the web bill that is called the manifest. The manifest. And the manifested packages on this continuum, the bit of lending here, and this bit of lending on this document, they collaborated. Where you have the MEDU Z B873152. So, fellow Liberians, on this thing, the document that came from, you know, like I said, this crime is an organized crime. This was not done by Johnny Babani alone. You have people in institutions of government that aided and helped this crime to be committed. Listen. So, on the manifested packages, Good Luck Hardware Center, or let me read you what is on this, on the Asekuda, they were built, hard copy in my possession, the manifested packages, and whatsoever. It says Office of the Departure / Arrival. You got free port, custom, blah, 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 general information. You got a voyage number, MSCE .W251R, date of departure, the 12th month, the 12th, 2022. The date they continue arrived in Liberia is a date of arrival, the 18th, the 12th month, 2022, at 9 o'clock. Registration number 2022/362. Will bill reference number MEDUZB 873152. Will bill TEP 710. You got bill load loading. You got nature, they say 23. You got will bill line 46. So on this document, if you scroll down where you have the manifested packages, It informs you that Johnny Babani, one of the owners of Good Luck Hardware Center, informed the ship or the shipping airline, how you call it, that he was bringing in the country 450 pieces of what? Description of goods. LED TV. On this document, there's no different thing that he said. He did not include yet that he was bringing spare parts. He was bringing whatsoever. But he said he was bringing LED TV and the quantity 450. Get that? Here is it. So, we want to know if this invoice is authentic. Yes, it is alleged that this invoice and the parking list, they did it right here in Monrovia. This invoice is not from the company. In fact, this company in which that Johnny Babani is using, we've uncovered that this company does not sell television. I will give you people the website. I will give you all the information so you can go there. How did Johnny Babani get this invoice from LK International Limited? How? Right? Yeah. Let me take a very short break. Let me talk to one of my serious. Let me come back to tell you I'm digging more things. I will explain this thing to you people, and you people will get to know exactly what has happened, and I will explain, and I will tell you how much the government of Liberia has lost in just this one, based on their own value they put in their own document. Hey, let's take a break to be right back on the show. Play something.
Making sense to the issue for better discussion. Seku Sherry coming to talk.
Seku Sherry say,
Liberia, listen to the voice of Liberia. It is the doctor. Bringing sense to the issue for better discussion. Seku Sherry coming to talk. Liberia, listen to the voice of Liberia. It is time to talk. Bringing sense to the issue for better discussion. Seku Sherry coming to talk.
Seku Sherry say,
Liberia, listen to the voice of Liberia. It is time to talk. Bringing sense to the issue for better discussion. Seku Sherry coming to talk. Liberia, listen to the voice of Liberia. It is time to talk. Bringing sense to the issue for better discussion. Seku Sherry coming to talk.
Seku Sherry say,
Liberia, listen to the voice of Liberia. It is time to talk.
Okay, so welcome back to the show. Yes, let me take a water break. Okay. You know, I needed to take that break. Very important. Okay, so now you listen to the story. 450 pieces of LED TV, right? So we come. So this thing they call Lake International Limited, which is the invoice in which that Johnny claims he has as the legitimate invoice from the company in which he purchased these things from. But I want you Liberians to, for those of you that are near your phones, I want you to tap on this invoice. You have Lake International Limited, 301 KAM on billing, blah, 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 blah. I want you people to, hey God. I want you people to tap Lake International Limited and go there and see whether they are involved in the selling of television. They are not. But let's take it for the argument's sake. So what did they do? On this Lake International or whatsoever, they said they brought in 50 inches LED TV. They brought in 200 sets at a cost of $65 for one. The total came up to $13,000. The second one, they said 180. The total came up to 380. Yesterday, they did not even declare the total amount that came on the ship. The total amount that came on the ship is $450. But they declare on their own sheet, they on their own invoice they produced. They put 380 sets. And then they say the total came up to 31,700. Then the packing list there, they did similar thing. Now in the packing list and the invoice, including the document that came from the shipping line, they did not include any other thing, but they were clear. I just wanted to put LED TV. The number of it, they say 450. Now what they brought in the country, right? Then you come to this, they also, on this, the input notice, blah, 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 from the Ministry of Commerce. I'm not coming to waste my time on one. I tell you again, the fraudulent thing that again, some of you people will be so much. Then you get the METEX, the clean report of findings. You have list of different things on this clean report of findings. The people said they were just bringing the TV. They did not say they're bringing spare parts. They're bringing the other thing or they're bringing the other thing. But on this one now, they put all the other things, 17 different items here. And they put their own presses there. So they work along with the people from LRA and put their own presses. But you see how God looking? God can sleep. On the SAD document, where they said the total on the SAD is where they pull almost all the things, the value, some stuff and everything there. So on the SAD, they said they brought the total of LED TV whatsoever, 56 pieces. So on this document, they got 56 pieces. They said they brought, or 56 whatsoever. And if you go to the CRF, they one day themselves declare, we gave you $52,702.89. It is what they declare. It is what they say on their own document. Here is it. On the SAD, they said that 56 pieces. And then they value it came up to $52,702.89. So here's it. Here's the calculation, fellow Liberians. You know, when you want to do something and you don't do it readily, it pushes you back. Let us do this. They brought 52 pieces and they paid 52,000, or the value as $52,702.89, right? The invoice is carrying, the other document is carrying, 450 TV. So when you divide 52,000, fellow Liberians, I want you people to take your calculator. When you divide $52,702 by 56, then you multiply it by the 450 pieces of television they said they brought. Because at their own money they put, at their own value they put here. For the 56 pieces, they say the value is $52,702.89. So when you divide that 52,000 by the 56 pieces, let me do this for you. Let me do it, and so we all can calculate. Tonight we need to do it correct. Is that 52,702.00? We divide this divided by 56. When you divide it by 56, then it gives you this amount 900 and for the blah 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 blah. Then you say why you multiply it times. You multiply $941, either 1 cent, because the one that began did not reach 5, so you can't take it from there. But $941, then you multiply it times 450 pieces of things they brought in the country. You know how much the value of what they brought in the country is? $423,498 that they brought, that the value. And you ought to know, not here you go. 423,000. The actual value for the 8 pieces of pieces of LED TV he brought is $423,498.21. That is the actual. You know how much people pay? People pay 14,000. They pay 14,000. So let me tell you now. Here is it. Where are my documents? So you see that I own document here. That not mean they won't say no when you do it. So the loading number is here, which is MEDUZB 873152. The registration number, which is C blah 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 blah. Then the registration date, the 12 month, the 23, the 2023, 2022. The captain, the number, the concerning good luck hardware, the item they brought, LED TV. And the package they declare, they say 56. And the actual package is 450 pieces. And then the declared value on the SAD is $52,702. Then the actual value, were they to do the right thing, the actual value for what they brought in was to be around $423,498.21. So out of that money, they paid $14,277.77. And the total detail that they were to pay on that thing was to be around 114,556.27 cents. So now, on a one continue, they yet to pay the government of Liberia 127,850 cents. I'm talking about Johnny. Where Ali? Ali can't hear me now. Like, hey, you now want me to talk? Listen, I break the thing that I own document. They declare, okay, listen, they gave the value for 56 pieces of LED TV at $52,702.89. It is what they themselves value the 56 LED. So were you to go to the extent and divide the $52,721 by 56, it will give you $941 because the one across there cannot reach 5, so you don't go for it. So you take $941, then you multiply that by the number of television they have. So 941 multiply by 450 pieces that they brought in the country, it will give you something around $423,498.21. Fellow Liberians, is this not what I'm supposed to disclose and let the Liberian people know that Johnny needs to be arrested by now? For this? And Johnny did not do it here alone. He did not do it here alone. So the country lost 100,000+ just on a continuum that Johnny brought in the country that he under-declared. The actual declaration should have been something around $423,498.21. Then guess what? Then they go to Mayfair receipt, they say that involved the girlfriend, the place, and everything. This continuum we are discussing, CTN don't have it in their system, yeah? Just to let you know. CTN not get it there. The bill lending number, you go put it at a fiasco. Let's go to the lines and listen to Liberians 07709079007. We will expose them. We will expose the institutions, individuals involved. This is not just about Good Luck Hardware Center. Now, the end beneficiaries of Good Luck Hardware Center, Good Luck Hardware Center, the beneficiaries of his actions, you have what the company name, what the guy's name, they sell his products, the same products he owns store. Ratch Enterprises, right around the street. When he brings in this thing and do it, they the one can be selling the Ratch Enterprises. Ratch Enterprises, we've gone there, we took pictures. I will tell you about Ratch Enterprises at the appropriate time, right? 0770. Fellow Liberians, you listen to the number of money we just lost on a continuum at the Freeport of Monrovia from Johnny Babani, the owner, one of the owners of Good Luck Hardware Center, 100,000+. I'm saying it, I'm on record, and I can defend myself in court. 0770. There's a reason now we should come out on Thursday. This is one of the many cases. I have more than 200 different cases on Johnny Babani. More than 200. I will tell you how many containers he brought in 2022. I will tell you how many containers he brought in that Nemo. He has business of different names. And I will dig all up. I will let you people know. A level the people in government will take it serious. Not take it serious like your business. 100 and something thousand, the government lost it right there. That could build some kind of school for the people in Lofa, in Bokonjile, in some part of the area. Government is lost in all these things. Me, I know they will come from my life. But I gave it to God because this is a whole beast syndicate. 0770907907, 0770907907, 0880907907. Are the two numbers? Let's listen to Liberians tonight on the show. Good evening. Good evening.
Hello.
Good evening. Let's hear you.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. By the way, introductions. My name is Vafle G. Sharif from Lofa United Line Association of Liberia, Vonjama City, Lofa County, Beg of Liberia.
You in Vonjama now?
Yes.
You listening to us from Vonjama, Lofa County?
Yes.
Through the radio or the television?
I'll get you from the online.
Okay, go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yes. I would appreciate you a lot for what you are doing to educate the Liberians in these directions. But we are already calling upon you to now also forget about the visually impaired group that in Lofa County that came on the cultural activities.
Hey, my man, listen, I beg you, brother. Lot of the all of one year will come to will come to you. I beg you, brother. They want a serious thing happening to the country. We'll come to your issue, and we know that you guys need some help. We know what to do. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Sego.
Yeah, good evening. Go ahead.
Yeah, I call from Barnesville, precisely Ben Stop. I'm Emmanuel Cooper.
Okay, Manuel, go ahead. Let's hear you. Liberia just lost 100,000+ on just a continue.
Yeah, brother. I seriously monitored your explanation to the mathematical aspect, and it's a very serious case. And I want you to really expose the guy at LRA who claimed to be the government representative for raising the revenue.
You know what they can do? Yeah. They arrest Johnny Babani. They arrest Johnny Babani. He will show people.
Then he now will tell you how he managed to get, because the calculation he did is very clear. They rob the country. They rob a country of the revenue, neither revenue. So we need to form a group so that guy can be arrested.
Thursday, let's come out.
Protest. We want to come outside for that.
Thursday, come up. Let's come up in our numbers. Let's come out in our numbers Thursday. We'll present all the documents to the lawmakers. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes.
Let's
hear you.
Thank you. My name is Emmanuel Poli, and this evening I'm joining from my district 13 residence. Let me appreciate it. Look, Johnny Babani needs to be prosecuted and sent to jail. But that man is corrupt. Look at that money research we've been losing.
That y'all on one continue.
They on one continue 100. How much thousand,
100 something thousand, brother.
So tell me, when a man bring 10 continue, you know what?
The man brought more than 300 continues in 2022.
So you know what? But now the government are going to close all Google business and that.
And listen, my brother, that guy in Good Luck Nemo, the man got another business in called Central. He got other businesses and everything. I will tell the Liberian people about it.
All the business on Good Luck.
Okay, and you know who can give it to? You can go give it to Raj Enterprise, that the people that they were benefiting from a dubious act. They may also using stolen cars from the United States, 2 vehicles. Good evening.
Hello.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Let's hear you.
I'm Shedeka speaking from District 13, commonly called the new face of TDC. Well, brother, I feel somehow downhearted when you're trying to do some mathematical, calculation. You see, for this country that we call Liberia is a country that people can't get go infinity when they do things. But I will tell you, brother, a lot that you're talking about, you're threatening your life. They're threatening your life. I don't think the national live in this country. Because you can't come from another land and just threaten our journalists, which are going trying to say something that is real.
Okay, brother. Thank you very much. Thank you. I do appreciate. Thank you. The calls are coming in their numbers. Liberians are angry. This is what these so-called foreigners are doing in our country. Good evening.
Good evening, brother.
Good evening. Let's hear you.
I'm Jesse calling from 18th Street to be precise. Yeah, you see our Liberians, as we always say, it go by interest. People do things, they talk about corruption, running all around here, talking about corrupting. But they see somebody doing it, they're sitting down, looking at that individual. For that right enterprise you're talking about, that place, all the things they said in that store. That
from Good Luck Highway Center that they want to supply rash people.
Yes,
all the LED TV you're talking about, you go there, you see it there.
The people price, the prices of things there is extra more than we go any other places. Someone said, I believe you, what you're saying is true. I believe it tonight. But I pray that our brothers should come. Let our words be one.
Thursday, let's come up in our numbers. Let's teach the people that Liberians deserve better.
All right.
Thank you, my sister. Another person on the line. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Sekou.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm Irving P. Tamo, and I call you from District 16, Simple Peace, Smarter to be precise.
Go ahead.
But man, yeah, let God be with you. Let God bless your life for exposing some ill in society. Because from the right of state, when the time they country was funded, you know, the people just on our government will feature their own criminal act with the alien. So that's why you see the alien getting rich over there, exploiting us and things. So my Thursday, my God power will be with you. Will be with you. So you can never really be wrong.
Thank you.
Man.
Thank you very much. Good evening.
Good evening, Sekou.
Good evening. Let's hear you. Go ahead.
Good evening to the Liberian people following the broadcast. Sekou, my name is Andrew Moses. I'm in District 13 this evening. You know, Sekou, I want to believe that you are not doing the public due diligence. Even though you are exposing the CEO of the particular company in question, but Sekou, I don't want you to refer the name of anybody who is aiding and abetting this particular crime. Like you said, there's an individual from the LRA.
But I don't know that who from LRA then you want me to call somebody name. The person here know that I call, bro. Hello, sir.
Nobody can fear you in the country. Sekou, you are one of the brave journalists in the
No,
country.
but man, listen, I don't know anybody from LRA now. You don't want me to lie here. Everything I say, I can defend it in court anywhere. I don't know anybody from LRA. But this crime, Johnny Babani alone cannot do it. It is an organized crime.
Thank you. So what gave the CEO of the company the bravery to carry on what he's doing is because he has people in the system that is, and you know, that is backing him up. When you have somebody in the system that is backing him up, he will be scared to do some of these things that he's doing.
Okay. Thank you very much. Let me take this person on the line. Good evening.
Sekou.
Good evening.
How you doing, my brother?
I'm okay, Chief. I tell God thank you.
For security reasons, allow me to be anonymous.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, I'm currently working on some document concerning this country as it relates to what you just talking on. And Liberia is such a country that is just kind of different in Africa. And you just reminded me in my refugees life, we were trying to do some business in Africa, and it did not work for us when we went to a store where a Lebanese guy owned this place, but a Ivorian guy was the one we had in it for him. He had no voice there. But when it comes to Liberia, it's just zero. Okay? And like I said, I'm working on. I'm going to meet you personally.
Okay, brother.
What you're talking about now, you have to be very, very careful as
hey, my man, I know.
Security personnel. You got to be very careful.
I know. You got Ali threatening my life, and you got me talking about. Listen, let me tell you. Maybe some of you don't know. What's his name? Johnny Babani is a millionaire. Maybe you don't know. Johnny Babani is a millionaire. He's one of the richest Indian men in Liberia as we speak. He's one of the richest Indian men in Liberia. And all his riches came from these kinds of actions. You're supposed to pay something around 100,000 plus, you pay 14. Does that sound well with you? Are you kidding me? Let me take this person here. Hello?
Yeah, Sekou, how you doing?
Yes, go ahead.
This is DJ Lomas.
Lomas, go ahead. It's good to have you, big brother.
Sekou, thank you very much for the information. Look, Sekou, that's far I with the opposition. But if opposition do such a thing like this, or they found cynical like this to kill Liberia, I will be against them. I want the better thing for Liberia that what we're going through, our children shouldn't go through it tomorrow. So when you bring all information like this, what are opposition in position to put here on our for Mama Liberia to be better? These are the things that people doing and building the country. They got a lot of skyscrapers here, and then they're taking the money from here. Where they're taking the money from, the people are living in debt, and they're living luxurious life, and then pointing fingers at us, the Liberians, that will be suffering us and the maltreating us, that were people that are working for them, they don't even get time for us. But at the end of the day, they get millions of dollars from here and then build the country.
DJ Lomas, I can tell you out of 100% of the foreigners that are doing business here, they don't bring in their goods the real way. I have documents on some names. Me and no say these people, they will click against me. But listen, you can do nothing to me in Liberia. Come and try, you will know.
That's what they continue to say. They say the country in the pocket, our government in the pocket.
And I will expose them.
Somebody syndicate that they need how to be called and be machine.
Yes.
Expose them. At the end of the day, then we know who they are. They are enemy to the country. In fact, they're the one making the president to look so ugly.
Yeah.
Because they cannot see that they are going on.
The president might not be in the know. The president might not be in the know because he cannot be to all the places.
That's why millions of dollars.
No, but honestly, even the LRA boss might not be in the know. They think that the people that can work in the system.
That's true.
But how you go bring container in the country and now we sit here? You are blade or learning now we sit here. And then how you did the declaration to get it, blah, 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 blah. How you manage?
My brother, thank you for your information and continue to expose the people that we all will put hands together as well like Nigeria. Let's forget about Unity Party, ANC, or CDC. This thing is together. We got to join together and fight this and get all of this country that all our life will be better.
Sure.
Thank you for the program.
Lomas, please come on Thursday. Let's see you Thursday so we can go to the police and the Capitol building.
Thank you very much. By the grace of God, I will be there.
Thank you, Lomas. Thank you. We need to stand for once. Let us teach them that this is a country of law, and no matter the leverage you've got, but we have, we have something in a country called law. Okay. Hello.
Hello.
Good evening.
Yes. Good evening, Mr. Sheriff.
Go ahead.
Like Johnny Papa been talking about. I worked with that man before.
Tell me about him.
Okay, my name is Mr. Michel Jimmy. I'm calling from Taguistan community. Tony Babani is happy in that if anyone working along with him, he don't respect anyone. I was working in a warehouse to JJW after Joy Junction, West Side Labor Complex. I got here on the job when I was working. And I see very day I got here, people say I shouldn't come home to continue to work.
Let's leave that one. That one a bad labor practice. We're talking about the man, allegedly defrauding the government of Liberia. We'll find time to talk about it.
Yeah, brother. What the citizen in the man, what I want to tell you.
Okay, so you can come out Thursday so we all can meet and go to the police and also to the Capitol building, yeah?
Okay.
Thank you. Come out. It is time now for you to speak. All the things he did to you, according to you, it is time for you to come up and so we can stand against the actions and everything and call our people there and everything. Let me go. Which one of the lines I should go to? At 8 o'clock, we take a break. We return. We go to the other company too. Another Lebanese or Indian male. Good evening. Good evening.
Hello.
Yes?
This is Spirit Doe Junior Alas, aka Seku Sherry, in District 17. Seku, and I want to call, but I can show you the individual there who will go Thursday, early in the morning. I'll be to your office.
Yes.
I'll be waiting for you, and we will go from office to office. Pajasuru Mokana. If Pajasuru cannot come to the thing, we'll remain in time. Every day we'll make sure we go to them one at a time.
No, they think that peaceful march. We'll go to Pajasuru and say, they meant threatening our life. We'll come to you, report they meant to you. So we'll yell, everything will look lazy complete. Then we'll move on. Then we'll peaceful people. Then we'll go to the Capitol building.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
We now want no noise to say, we'll come in protest. No, we're not having protest. We're having a peaceful walk. We're not having protest. We're having a peaceful walk. And the reason why we're having this peaceful walk, because a foreign national has threatened one of us. That anything could happen. Mind you, up to present, the police is here to call us on a terroristic threat. And now listen, when you talk about security, they look at the capacity of the person, if the person can deliver or do what exactly he said. Can Ali Babani, Ali Kobasi do what he said? Certainly yes, because the man moves with what? Guns and sarin on his vehicle. He has money. He brags to know almost everybody. You listen to the man audio. The man said we should be talking and everything and maybe making him popular, as if to say he's something nice to be making popular. Let me go to the lines and take somebody else. Hello?
Yeah, this is Menkai calling from Balance.
Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Well, sometimes I can ask myself if this is the way we live in this country. If we allow foreigners to come and just, overshadow our government entity with bravery and they just allow it to go through that, I don't think it will be good for us. But if we decide to give the country a foreigner, then I think it will be good for the foreigner. Because foreigners cannot come in this country and just invest money in the country at the same time continue to blackmail the government and the government sitting down there. But what you are saying, the technical act that is going on is a joint convention.
Brother, like just one continue, they're supposed to pay 100,000 plus. The other one will be plenty.
No, yeah, that one have gone to special person budget. Yeah. But we can't live like this in this country. The only thing to just for the technical government need. We don't know what they are doing. They're looking at the future of the group that come out tomorrow or for day. They only want to see what today.
Okay, thank you. This person on the line. Good evening. Oh, too bad. Move from your monitor, please. Hello.
Yeah.
Good evening.
Good.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Thank you very much for this discussion. Mm-hmm. But my concern here too, you see, our government, the people they now correct. They think government, since we came out with the topic, one person can even call the very public school man that was supposed to meet on Thursday. He can even call all those guys who are the same. But we'll show them that no foreigner will come and control our economic system, which is very important for Mara Brown. Those people, you say, gateway to Liberia, gateway to Liberia economy. You see a gateway to Liberia economy. That's why we will be seeing that writing and it's not put it into action. What is this? So we will move. Just like you're telling that color. We're not fighting.
Yes.
We're going there as peaceful people. We tell them. My people, they think are not correct. But not corrupt the economic area.
And threatening us because we acting.
For what reason? So you can do it. We'll do it peacefully and see what next.
Yeah. Thank you very much. We are responsible people. We're not coming to go say, oh, we're coming. No. Nobody wearing party t-shirts. This is not about political party. No. It is not about political party. Nobody will bring political party t-shirts. We are Liberians. Hello?
Hello. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Let's hear you.
All right. So my name is Mr. Wia Kape. I'm the executive director of Team Gonglo.
Oh, okay. Let's hear you.
And certainly what you are describing is so disheartening. And let me say to you, Sekou, I need you to take courage. It is this fight for which Councillor Gonglo is in this race. In a race to curb all these corruptible things that are hurting our nation, for which this country doesn't move forward.
Let's talk to the issue. Let's leave the political side here, I beg you.
No, it's not politics.
No, leave Gonglo Benin from 18 years, I beg you. Go ahead.
Is Gonglo not a Liberian?
He's a Liberian. What I'm saying, saying, we should not politicize it where somebody will say, oh, maybe, sorry if you felt offended.
All right. So similar things are taking place even in around the natural resources, right? The gold, diamond, and timbers. You find different people engaged in different things and are not even paying royalties to our country. So what you're describing is just a little bit of the ice, the iceberg you are just lifting. And we are with you on this. And our ears are open, and probably if the opportunity is there, we'll come and join.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah. Thank you. We do appreciate it. We're going to take 2 more calls. And then my producer will take a break and we'll take a song so we all can warm up as we bring you again to another thing that happened. It is about another Lebanese named Ali Fouani. Yes. We're going to take 2 more calls on this issue now. We're talking about Johnny Babani, owner of one of the owners. There are 2 owners they have, 2 shareholders. But Johnny Babani has 85%. And let me just let you know, Johnny Babani, he has companies, not only one. So it is just good luck how what we're talking about. Essential and the other one, I will tell you all what did they not do, why all they not do, all the other one, I will let you know. So we'll make you to understand more things. Certainly we'll do it. So I won, what's his name? Ali Kobasi continue to live in a dream world, to think that you can fear some of us to talk the truth. You are just one of the late kids that you think you will fear someone like us and think we will not speak. But because of that threat you gave to us, we will complain you and will make our presence to be felt on Thursday and that of at the police headquarters and that of the Capitol building. We are not having protest. We are not protesting against government. No, we are not. What we're going to do is to peacefully march and go to the LNP headquarters and present to the Inspector General of Police, Patrick Suru, and the legs of all the police officers there that our lives have been threatened by one Ali Kobasi just because we asked Johnny Babani for his alleged defrauding of government needed taxes that the Crown will commit. Then we'll go to the legislature and present to them documents. Now, like I said to you, Johnny Babani just in 2022 brought in more than 300 contingents. I have and I speak with authority. Brought in more than 300 different contingents under Good Luck Highway Center. I'm not telling you about other companies. And I will tell you one by one. Maybe we'll take the whole year and be telling you about what the higher thing here. Why you can come in and make and prove the thing there so you can hold the mayor and place him when you're supposed to place him. Also, when the money people steal, then you can say, oh yeah, like the man a businessman, the man investing. Oh, you invest to steal? Is that what we're going to be encouraging? The man invest 50,000, then he steal 200,000, then we say investor on my feet. Let's take a break. We're going to be right back to tell you about something as investigation is what we are concerned about and will help our government. We all are Liberians. This is our government. You could be from the opposition, but no matter what it is, this government is our government because they are the ones leading this country, governing this country now. We will have to expose those of the people doing something different under the government. Now we're going to bring you a story about Ali Fouani, owner of, what's the company name? Owner of, what's the company name? Zakon Industrial Engineering Company, where he did something and he's been found since last year to pay $54,295.91 into government's account. The man has refused to do it. You know what they did? Some people again from LRA, it is LS, they took it from the system. The man has not paid the money yet. He will pay the money in government accounts. You will pay government money. Let's take a break to be right back.
Santoto, breaking sense to the issue for better discussion. Seku Sherry coming to talk.
Seku Sherry say,
Liberia is in the border, Liberia. It is a doctor. Bringing sense to the issue for better discussion. Seku Sherry coming to talk. Liberia, listen to the voice of Liberia. It is time to talk, breaking sense to the issue for better discussion. Seku Sherry coming to talk.
Seku Sherry say,
Liberia, listen to the voice of Liberia. It is time to talk, breaking sense to the issue for better discussion. Seku Sherry coming to talk. Liberia, this is the voice of Liberia. It is time to talk, breaking sense to the issue for better discussion. Seku Sherry coming to talk.
Seku Sherry say,
Liberia, listen to the voice of Liberia. It is time to talk. Bringing sense to the issue for better discussion. Seku Sherry coming to Seku Sherry day. Liberia, listen to the voice of Liberia. It is time to talk. Bringing sense to the issue for better discussion. Seku Sherry coming to talk. Liberia, Seku Sherry coming to talk. Welcome back to the show. My name is Sekou Sharif. My co-pilot Emmanuel Davis is not here today, inshallah. Emmanuel will return tomorrow with the blessing of our parents, inshallah. Emmanuel will be back here tomorrow on the show as we continue to present the people's program issues of today right here on Voice of Liberia. Now, folks, here is another issue. And this is with this company. You know what the foreigners are doing? They find out, or they know unto themselves that some of the things they do, nothing will happen about it. So they don't care. They go about knowingly, willfully violating the laws of our country. With the breath of life that God has given some of us, we will continue to use it to expose them. Now, let me explain to you the story. This company by the name of Zacon Industrial Engineering Incorporated, and the general manager contact number is here. In some part of last year, because I'm told they had a tariff on steel. And the reason why tariff is on steel, I think they have a company that is producing steel or something or such. And so when you want to bring in steel, it should not be for sale, or maybe it should be for some other purpose justifiable. And once that has been accepted, when that has been brought in a country, it should be used for the intended purpose. So what the company owned by this guy by the name of Ali Hassan Fouani. Ali Hassan Fouani, he has 100% share in this company. He's the owner. The only person that share they use his address in Liberia is Ami Modad. Ami Modad used to be Unity Party chairman. His name is on this document. As he just uses his address, which is not crowned though. And so they informed the Ministry of Commerce for RPD as to bring in country steel. The whole understanding to bring the steel from Turkey to Liberia was to come and build either a factory or to build something that they need a huge number of steel rods to be brought in the country. With that understanding, somehow, some way,
they were given the RPD from the Ministry of Commerce to bring in the steel rolls with the understanding that they are coming to use it, not to sell it. Fellow Liberians, they went ahead, they brought the size of steel roll, 8 millimeter, the length 1050 meters, the heat number 2205134. You have the piece bundle 434, and then you have the let me see what the man to say original or reticle bundle weight. They got it 815. The starting port Liberia, made in Turkey, produced Rattan, Demerkling, blah 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 blah. So the reason why I'm saying this, and they got the numbers of the company, everything, yeah. So they went and they gave them it, which any government, any institution would do, So it's not something that bad. So when they came in the country, when they came with the goods, what they did, fellow Liberians, they started to sell it. So you know what it did? They lied to the government. That it in itself is a crime. You cannot tell the government that you want to come and do this thing and you bring the goods in a huge number and you go and sell it. I'm looking in my phone to show you the picture of the trucks. There are trucks that was taking the stuff to go to where they want to go and sell them. So when that was being done by Ali Hassan Fouani, the owner of this company, they make thousands of dollars, fool the government. The government allowed them to bring them in with the understanding that they are coming to sell the steel rod. They are coming to use the steel rod to build or produce some factory or whatsoever that they said they want to build. Poop. They came with it and decided to sell it and use it for different purposes. So, Johnny, all the way, I finish with you. I stay receiving messages about how people get information on you. You see how you come in support. Okay, so Ali Hassan Fouani, they brought this thing and they sold it. So luckily, the LRA noticed and they knew about it. They decided to fine Ali $54,295.91. And this was done since January. Since last year. Some part of the starting of the year. You will not believe it, when they gave you these things, they got limit, they got time stuff. Instead of this man to go pay their money in the government account, this man has since refused, and I'm told, it is alleged, I don't have facts, that he paid money to some folks from the LRA, but he did not pay to the government's account. But he's yet to pay this money in government's account. Listen, When I placed a call to him and I said, this is Sekou Sharif. And I introduced myself to him. You know what he did the first time? He lied to me that he's not the owner of this company called Zacon Industrial Engineering Incorporated. I said, you sure you are not the owner? He said, no, he's not the owner. I said, okay. So I did my investigation and I got the business registration, the article of incorporation, where he's the only owner of it. He has 100% share. You understand me? That has 100% shares. So, what did I do? Sorry. So, yeah. Johnny, you read it down. Okay. So, when I asked him, I said, are you the owner? He said, no. He's not the owner. And I found out he's the owner. The same way he lied to the government, he lied to me. Then I called him today again. I said, you know the question the man asked me? You see how these foreigners are very arrogant. The man said, what my own business is? He said, NLRA give it to him. But he forget to know, say, this is a country of law. They give it to you, you have to pay within a specified period. He's yet to pay this money into government's account for his actions. He not undeclared, but he, how do you call it? He defrauded the government in a sense to lie to the government and brought in things and sold it and make money out of it. You see how the men can use our country? You told the government, say you bring in the thing. Then you walk out, you go bring the other thing here. You bring different thing. Then you sold it. You sold that thing. Then the government said, okay, because you lied to us, say you are coming to use the thing, you are not selling it, you lied to us, so what we'll do, you will need to pay for it. Then what did you do? You refuse to pay, and I'm told there are some folks, I don't have facts, let me say this. There are some folks from LRA, because this is since last year, the 30th, the first month, meaning it was in January. You get the signature of Samoa. You got the signature of the Assistant Commissioner, Compliance, Anthony D. Blamo Kofa. You get L. Daniel Jabla, Manager Post Clearance Audit. They sign on this document. They say they may should pay this money into the government's general revenue account. Since then, they said it. This man has not paid this money into government. You see what the government can do? You steal from the people. You make money out of it. Okay, they say because of the crime you committed, pay this money into government's account. You refuse to pay. And then when somebody call you, say that not journalist business. Ego. Okay, so they men supposed to pay government. Listen, look at the type of money there. And then I got another one again for another company. And that company lawyer that counsel us say, hey, go. Yeah. You know, some of y'all will just be hating me for nothing, but I'm trying to do this thing for my country. Love for country. Do you know how much I'm coming to bring out? If the government is serious, the government can use me and get more money from the people. I can show them, oh, I can just get in the one, the foreigners, all of them just stealing for us. The other men are supposed to pay 54,000. The people say pay it. Here's the document here. They say pay. They call your institution name. They say you brought certain goods dated 11/2022 with specific reference. They put the reference numbers and everything. When you go in your bill of lading, all your document, it is there. So they say because you brought the steel rod and you sold the steel rod and you lie, you say you are coming to use the steel rod for building or whatsoever, you sold the steel rod, pay in because you made millions of dollars out of that steel rod you brought in the country. You sold it, you made money out of it. So for you lying to the government, pay $54,295.91. They bought and refused to do it. Ali Hassan Fouani has refused to do it. And tomorrow I will call his number on the radio. Tomorrow I will call his number on the radio. I will call Johnny number on the radio. I will call what the other spanless one call himself Ali number on the radio. So y'all can call them and tell them, say, y'all got to stop this thing to our country as we get ready for Thursday. Let me listen to Liberians. You listen to another thing again. They may caught stealing. They say pay the money in government's account. They may refuse. When I call the men, they may say that I'm a business. A journalist, that LRA is supposed to work because the men finish get something to the LRA people now. That what me I'm told I don't have fights so. But I challenge him, if he has paid, let he provide us the deposit or the receipt of this money he paid into government's account. It is the Liberian people money. I don't know how the guys can behave. I don't know how they behave. 07709079070. This is another person. Yeah? Zero 08079079070 are the numbers to join us tonight. Another Indian Maggie. You can't I know Indian Lebanese. Good evening.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
My son was a very, very broad. You be down.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes, I was thinking, brother. Thank you for your concern. Thank you for your hard work towards this country.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we can bring these people, these foreigners, to bring our citizens. Because if this thing was not, the men was not coming to put the hand on it, it was not coming to work. You know, that thing, no us against you. You know, some kind of men thing upon the ears. No action or talking to what this is like your case. That's the problem. Let me use. The government will not take no action against it. The government will not take no action against it. The government will pay black people to eat.
Okay, brother. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, good evening. Go ahead.
Yes, this is Sheriff. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Yeah, this is a different case.
I'm William from Johnsonville.
Johnsonville, go ahead.
And brother, you're doing a very good job. I've been listening to you for a very long time now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, these people, I work with them, in fact, I work with them, man. I know their habits. But one thing that I noticed about them, they use few Liberians to accomplish their mission. You know, whenever they bring goods in the country, sometimes either they are continuing to illegalize, sometimes they use somebody that we know that sometimes they will say duty free when the person bring their glue and the person is representing or something. So they use those people and then at the end of the day they get their goods cleared up. And they have millions of that. That's why you see people getting richer every time. You see their business improving. Over the businesses, because while the people got free payment over their goods when they bring it, they get few dollars to few Liberians and then they maximize profit on the expense of the Liberian people. So for me, I've been with them for about 8 years. I know their secrets, I know their deeds. Everything that you are saying is true. I've been in the system, I know what they do. I know all their secrets. So God bless you, my brother.
Thank you. We'll take this other person here. Good evening.
What up, Mr. Sherry?
Yeah, good evening. Go ahead.
Jim's calling from Tonga City Housing Community.
Mm-hmm.
As to relate to the topic of discussion, I highly appreciate you for your articulation. But then I want you to like to the cooperation. You didn't try doing it before, but I saw
you say what?
Down there. To throw like on the Jedi cooperation.
Hey, my man, you know, sometimes you also to listen now. Hello.
Yeah.
My man, sometimes we just need to be honest to discussion. You don't put me where I don't have fights. Don't not be doing that other thing. I talk about something I read documents. Let's stick to it. I beg you, please. Yeah? I beg you, brother. I beg you. I beg you. Let's stick to the thing here. Yeah, my man. I beg you. I like your business and I respect you. I beg you, Chief. Hello. The other person on the line again. You leave the line. Hello. Okay, be there. Let me take another person here. When Thursday we bring the people, when we come out, we teach the people sense that we Liberians deserve better. You cannot come and threaten us. Yeah, the other mayor, you now steal from the government. They say you must pay the money. You say you can't pay the money. Look what? Ego. Yeah. Oh, why you can't? Do you want it? Do you want it? I give you 5 days. I give you 5 days. Don't pay that money government accounts. You will know. You will know. But, you know. Hello?
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, you want to tell me, first of all, thank you for the hard work, for exposing you guys and leading guys. I want to know after whether the Republic of Liberia and the National Police are aware of what you see. And up to now, there is no arrest. It's simply like come and get a question.
Yo.
But my brother, see that God, God, you and the devil. And Thursday, by his grace, I'll be used to God.
Inshallah. Inshallah.
So
Let's be there.
Careful and be mindful what you do.
Sure, inshallah. Let's take another person on the line. Good evening.
Hello?
Yeah, good evening, sir. Let's hear you.
I'm always calling from my Boston residence. Brother Sherry, every day says to pay only for nothing. The government official don't know about all the deed and I'm talking about. So don't hear it.
They'll play our part, eh?
Yeah, they know about you.
Okay, let's see how it ends. Hello? Somebody will tell the story. Good evening, go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, my brother. This is Joseph Nambe calling from Bonafan.
Bonafan, let's hear you, bro.
Yeah. My brother, let me be frank with you. Don't be afraid of anybody. Expose all of them. The only thing I want you to do for me, the day your fingernail is hurting, say, oh, my people, they say we all air. Just say, my fingernail is hurting you. They see what happen in this country. Don't be afraid of anybody. This is our country. One in hell with the house, man.
Hey, sorry, brother. Don't be very tough to my sorry. The crew is
I think, man. Just one day, just say my finger is saying we all air. Just say my finger is hurting my people. You see, when I move on again, they think that they want to happen in this country, it will happen.
Let's be peaceful. Thank you very much. Let's be peaceful. Let's come on Thursday. Have a peaceful match. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, good evening.
Hello?
Yeah, good evening. Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yeah, the only problem is in the country, the only thing, unless war crime codes carry in the country before Liberia problem will solve.
Hey, you want all people to be getting back. Good evening. Let's hear you.
Sekou, this is DJ Lomé.
Lomé, my man, you hear the other one again, 54,000. They man, when I call the man, the man say, are journalists and LRA, so they want to get it.
Look at the kind of thing. So you senior?
Yeah.
And you find out something that affecting the Liberian people.
And imagine they found a man since last year, January.
But Sekou, someone in the system taking that money.
So that what we expose it.
This is the reason during the chapter of Virginia, I could remember one of the representatives said, in fact, the people that were trying to be citizens, they are not citizens and they're treating all of this. They're drawing land, fence around the place that Liberians still pass around. God forbid, if you made a post citizen, the Liberian will suffer. You see what we went through here? My brother, the money is the rule of the world. Since they got their money, they link with certain people and get 2 people and they building their houses here. When you go low, somebody just getting to government, he building. At the end of the day, now means that our own money that we all go to benefit, certain people taking it and enjoying it. That is wrong, and thank you for bringing this information up. By the grace of God, Thursday, my brother, I don't care what happened, we'll be there today.
My man, tomorrow the one will bring all again, I'll be for fun. Every day I'll bring new thing.
My man, God will continue to give you wisdom and God will continue to guide you and protect you. The thing as I continue to say, it's not about party, it's about Liberia.
Sure.
We should build our country. Let's forget about party. Politics are divided all, and we are not going nowhere. Our country still going down the dream. So when information like this come out, all Liberia put our hands together, whether it's from UP or whether it's from CDC, from whatsoever. This is for all Liberians, it's not divided for party. So we should come on our number to be represented. Let the people get to know that Liberians are getting serious.
True.
Thank you, my brother.
Thank you very much. I like that. We need to come together so that they will know that Liberians are serious and are getting serious on a daily basis. We cannot be here and be living like to say we're slave in our own country. No matter the space we gave you people, we deserve better. Stop the stealing and stop the intimidation or threats against journalists' life. Good evening. Okay, we take another person here. This person. The lines are bustling. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Seku.
Yeah, let's hear you.
Yeah, I'm having P time when I call from HK number 16 Republic to be precise. You see, when the alien and the foreigner are talking about the government in a pocket, that's on the attitude there. Yeah, our corrupt government official not mean well for us. They exploit all in every way. They exploit all the alien bringing goods in the country. They exploit our resources and things. And you know, so where the case will go? How they can say the case will not go nowhere up to current. We're not saying no government official, the police director, and whosoever, and making statement on the kind of thing that you're saying. So the alien get rich at the detriment of us and enslave us within the country. Yeah, then they say we should make them citizens, or make them citizens, but we are die in the country. Yeah. So tell them about God, I will be with you for you to liberate the Liberian people.
Thank you. Thank you very much, my brother. Good evening. Yeah, good evening. Go ahead. I beg you, please move from the noise. We barely hear what you say tonight. Yeah, you needed to just move from the noise. Please, you came in very bad. I appreciate for you to call back, but please move from the noise. The news is coming up next. We take where should I go? To this line or to this line? Wow. Johnny Babani, your story still coming. People sending me this stuff. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, my name Abu A. Kaba. What was meet there?
We're meeting to Vosa Library. We're on Capital Bypass. We're near Gibson.
Okay.
That's so money. 7 o'clock when you're not here, we will go. Inshallah, we will be there. I like that. Inshallah, we'll be there, my brother. Yes, and that is it. Hey, I'm missing my co-pilot, man, Emmanuel. I'm missing Emmanuel tonight. Emmanuel, wheresoever you are, you need to recover. You've been missed by the listeners, including myself. You know, he's my co-pilot, and we run this show together. But that is it. Today we will not end the show at the regular time. For one or two reasons, I need to do some one or two things. So we'll not end the show at the regular time. So we're going to take just roughly 2 calls now. We call it a day. Then the news will come up next. Tomorrow we'll come back, to continue on the show. My name is Sekou Sharif. And no matter the threat, we are here. We'll do the Liberian people's job. We'll expose what needs to be exposed. And we'll do this in the interest of our country. Mama Liberia. 0770907 Ali Hassan Fouani, you will need to pay the government 54,000 plus. Stop the stealing. This person, if you know you pay, show all the receipt. We'll let the Liberian people know. Good evening.
Yeah, hello?
Good evening. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm Jamel. If you get Kennedy from the Rehab Bill, CEO for the Inter-Ledger Youth of Liberia.
You be me.
No, actually, when it comes to the point, all the youth in the country are always making a wrong decision in the sense that to put a wrong person in power. All the call making today, all the point everybody making it on the radio loud and clear. But how possible it is and how do you all listen here to pay attention to all our requests that we're making today? It's just like wasting of water on a plenty list. It will just be flying, ruin, and no benefit, nothing will come out of it. See what we're talking about in the country today? Or in a habit or like type of helping money like that. What will begin of the citizens are coming or of the users are coming
and how we can be looking and then we say, oh, they get money and everything. Now, our own money now they can be stealing, they be playing, doing all kinds of things out.
What would be the benefit of all that coming on in the less than 2029?
Now, what we all need to stand for it.
What would benefit and what level of life all the users will be on in the next year? So, yeah, I really want for God to investigate in our own case because if you look at the ratio in the country of the teenagers on the street, of the so on the street, last month morning, like the foreigner and the internet are hearing.
Okay, thank you. Let's take this person. Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yes.
Yeah, this is Augustine T. William, and I do join you from over to be specific, division number 10.
Augustine William, it's been a long time. Stop hearing from you. You in the country?
Right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, election around us, so we trying to re-empower ourselves to sharpen the contradiction. But however, let me congratulate you for the unique platform and your show, especially your concern when it comes to Liberia, like you said, you're doing it for country's sake. We know you for that, so that is not argument for anybody who been following you. But it's a concern, so we urge the rightful authority who are responsible to pursue that case to the letter because it is not strange, except for some of us who were with them once upon a time. We know their attitude, know how they behave. So that these things can be the government themselves. They are not in the know because they say this behind the scene they're doing different things.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a concern. I think the rightful authority who are listening, they can do you justice and do Labrampo justice by pursuing that case and not to do the other way where they may say Labrampo your pocket. And I believe that the instrumentality they will give and Labrampo will give as a country. Thank you. May God bless you.
Thank you very much. I'm told the people say they won't go play with something. Y'all go play with it. Y'all think it will catch y'all, will know y'all, will show y'all, will name and shame y'all. They will choke y'all. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Segu. For security reasons, I don't want to call my name.
Okay.
Segu, the Fulani guy you are talking about.
Yeah, Ali Hassan Fouani.
I know he lived at this street down the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah. He is the owner he is the owner now for Fulani. He taking care of Fulani now. Yeah. I know this guy. Really, the guy security has signed you. Got confusion security. That people, that man, pop off. They make it come, they pop out in a tree and one drop in security get up. It's like you. They are very wicked people. They don't pay. They use with the Liberians. They don't pay. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you, my brother. This person. Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Sekou. My name is Jerry Connor, and I'm calling from LA.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, first of all, I'd like to say thank you for the show, and we pray that God will continue to strengthen you.
Inshallah.
Will continue to give us the courage, For one of the things I blame for me, I blame the government. And then I want to straight directly to the president. Because everything now that is going on right now is affecting, even though they are taking a decision, but I know they listen to it.
Brother,
yeah.
You can't expect the president to be the LRA, to be running behind the continent and what a man is stealing. Now, by if I listen now, the LRA boss might not even be in the know of what's happening. The very same people that complain that they need jobs, they get them jobs, they are the ones that are doing this to their own country.
Hey, man.
Let's be honest. LRA boss might not be in the know. The very same people with the young people that say, oh, you can get a job. They get a job now. They sit there now. They're creating all kinds of problems within the system, enriching themselves at the detriment of the people, allowing the foreigners to enrich themselves when Liberians are in need of the resources.
Then say, go why the justice ministry, all of them sitting around. The budget now is one of the biggest right now. It's all over in the country. I showed the hearing it.
Oh, yeah?
But now, up to now.
Thursday, we'll go to them. Thank you. We'll take this person. If they can't come, we'll go to them. Hello?
In the north.
Go ahead. Let's hear you, bro.
Yeah, as I was saying, you see, our government officials, they not mean well for us. Our government officials, they join the people there to exploit us. And they can all buy what practice and see. The people they're bringing goods in the country and not paying the rightful amount to government. And they employ our people there, they are not paying our food and the rightful wages and things. So indeed, our government officials are helping the people to all help steal for us because they wouldn't want to enrich us. We the common people, we suffer in the country when we talk, they say our force is that, our force meaning our force will not go nowhere. Our force will reach somewhere through the power of God, through you.
Yeah.
We're going to shake the earth within the country here. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. This is it. Thank you tonight. Your calls are coming, and we need to go. I know Liberians are angry. Listen, I told you I say one person, I get almost 300 plus. I'm still digging out. I have almost 300 plus continuums that Johnny and bring. I just told about one. He needed to pay that money. He paid that 100,000 plus. The other one I will bring tomorrow be on again. I'll continue to tell you. The other continue. They other one, sorry, they want the men poor sir. A city and I get nothing in assistance. How you go bring it now? Hey, man, how your man? Your own thing you go do, you do the calculation now, you're marking all the 400 plus and everything. Then you get it all up, man. You defraud the government, you bring something, you say you selling it, you started selling it, you get the money, you got the money, you got the profit. The government say, okay, because you did a thing, pay anything, you refuse to pay. Then I call you out, you say they're not journalists in there, and other people. God. But listen, there's another company by Accurate, or how you call it, owned by Johnny Babani. I think he had like other companies. I have all the documents here. I don't need to. I just need to take my time to go in the system and, I look through it. And he's doing some fraudulent stuff about it, but I will not talk it. When I come with the facts, then I will explain to the Liberian people. And I want to say to you, Ali, we will do the needful. I'm calling on Liberians. No one should call Ali and insult him. No one should attack Ali whenever you see him. No one should go to his stalls and say anything. No, don't do it. Come out on Thursday. Come to Voice of Liberia on Capitol Bypass. Don't wear political t-shirts. Wear your ordinary t-shirts. Come. If we have the means, we're trying to see if we can do it. If we have the means, we will go to the extent, maybe we'll get 1 or 2 buses to bring people from far to reach areas, to bring you on the bypass, so we all can walk to the LNP headquarters and move on to the legislature, and I'll present to them documents and also complain to them about my life that has been threatened. I want to say thank you to all of our listeners. Those of you that did not call, but you also follow the show, I want to say I'm very humble. I want you to keep us in your prayers. At times when we take on these kinds of battles, physically we are attacked, spiritually we are attacked, and you can name the rest of them. But only Allah that gives us life, and He chooses to take the life at any time He wants to. We depend on Him, but we want you to keep us in your prayers. The seat we find ourselves is not a small seat. Do you know what it means? Somebody stole more than $1 million. You want to bring it out? When I call some companies in our country that are involved into this thing, you will shout. And I have embarked on this journey to give back to Liberia what belongs to Liberia. All the companies that have stole using the free poll, using the system to take away monies or refuse to pay monies, need their monies, watch out for me. I will be out here to expose you people and to let the Liberian people know what you people are doing. And level the people in government that are relevant, the people responsible, to take it serious. If they don't, it is up to them. But we will do our best. My name is Sekou Sharif. Inshallah, with the blessing of my parents, we'll be back here tomorrow. And I want to say speedy recovery to my co-pilot. I miss you today, Emmanuel Davids. Hope I can see you tomorrow. You know, together we'll always do this show and serve the Liberian people.
Are you tired with slow internet? Do you want super fast and affordable internet? Telecel Liberia is here to provide all your internet service needs. The internet is moving at a fast pace, and only super fast internet speed can help you keep up. At Telecel, our internet packages are divided into distinct categories: Mega, Optimal, Premium, Elite, and Big Business that suits kids, universities, schools, hotels, beaches, homes, offices, urban areas, and much more. Anything is possible with Telecel Liberia. Get your own streaming box for Netflix, Amazon Prime, Showmax, and more. At Telecel, our amazing 24-hour customer service is there to help you with all your needs. Telecel Liberia, super fast speed, 24 hours technical support team, the best broadband and fiber optic internet service in Liberia. For more information, please call 0770-399-399 or 0881-399-399. Or stop by our office on 3rd Street, Syncor, opposite the Carter Center and GLZ building. Visit our website, telecelliberia.com. Email us at info@telecelliberia.com. Telecel Liberia, the best internet service provider, is here for you. Telecel Liberia, connecting the unconnected.
I want to flex my love. I want to impress.
Do you live in a community surrounded by ills you want others to hear about? Are you a Liberian in search of a platform to speak about issues that matter and concern citizens of Liberia? Then speak about it all on the program Liberian Have Your Say. Liberian Have Your Say is a program that seeks to afford every Liberian the opportunity to speak about the workings of the executive, legislative, the judicial branches of government, government ministries and agencies, the private sector, religious community, as well as societal norms and values, plus more. Join your presenter Famata Duncan Mondays to Fridays at 5:05 to 6 p.m. on the Voice of Liberia 104.1 on the Capital Bypass in Monrovia to listen to Liberians speak their minds, or call to participate and have your say.